And I want to talk now with the president of the Sports and Leisure Research Group, John Last. And John, you've been doing some very interesting polling in a number of industries, including sports and sports fans. So maybe you can put this into context for us. You actually asked football fans if they would be more upset by the cancellation of the season or the loss of their presidential pick. And I think that this really puts maybe where Americans' priorities are into perspective. Half said that they would be more upset about football. Tell us what you found.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's very much reflective of a lot of the economist perspective we see across a number of issues related with sports and other leisure activities. But we do our back to normal barometer every other week, and we asked just the previous week which would be more upsetting. And of those under the age of 45, half of college football fans and 49% of NFL fans would be more upset by the cancellation of their upcoming seasons than if their candidate lost the election. People are passionate about sports, and there's really a desire to try to get back to normal.
I think everybody misses sports, right? It's what you hear all of your friends talk about. I'm sure all of mine do. And you've been conducting, as you said, these kinds of surveys every couple of weeks. You're on wave, what is it now?
We just finished our 9th wave of research, so we've been doing this nonstop March.
Okay, so like 9 two-week periods here that you've been looking at. And I know that over time you saw people very worried at first. Then they started to be a little bit more optimistic about reopening. Then you saw that they started to get a little more pessimistic. Where are we now?
We're still at a pretty low point, unfortunately. We saw a little bit of an uptick in attitudes last week, but right now our overall confidence barometer is at the exact same place it was at the end of March, which shows that people are pretty concerned about a lot of the things going on in the country and certainly very concerned about really no end in sight in their minds as to when we do get back to some semblance of normalcy.
John, thank you so much for bringing this to us. We really appreciate it. We know you're looking at a number of industries and there's new trends popping up, so we'll be checking back in with you again soon.
Thanks so much for having me.
400 teachers refusing to return to the classroom in New Jersey. Hear how the district is responding. Plus, a teacher in South Dakota protests with her own tombstone. I'll be speaking with her. And in her victory speech, a QAnon candidate says she's going to, quote, kick that B word. She did not say B word. She said the actual word, Pelosi, out of Congress. I'm going to speak with a reporter that she kicked out.